Okay, so I need to get my reading together this year because my TBR pile and wish list are currently everywhere. Hello and welcome back to Read and Roam. I'm your host, Caitlin. I am going to be creating a virtual TBR wishlist collection. These are going to be filled with the books that I hope to read someday that I don't own, or they're anticipated releases, or they're on my wish list. And some of these books are from Goodreads, so we're going to export my Goodreads collection and import it into Libib. And with Libib, we're going to create a collection, we're going to add items, and there's also this thing called Publish Collection, where I can publish a collection to display on my publish site. So I can copy and share the custom URL with friends and family. So if I had like a birthday or like the holidays were coming up and I wanted to share my book wish list, I could just copy and paste that URL and share with my friends and family of like, hey, please buy these books. I don't own these yet. Let's just jump right into Libib right now and get started. And we are officially logged into my Libib Pro account. Before we start adding items, we're gonna need to add a collection first. So I'm gonna go over here to add collection, click that button, and collection title, I can add up to 40 characters. My title is going to be Books I Want to Read Someday. I feel like that is an appropriate collection name. Language is English, and I'm going to click this Publish Collection little box. And when I click that, it allows for this collection to be viewed on my published site. So I'm going to add collection. And the collection has been added. Let's go back to the library section, and we are officially in our blank Books I Want to Read Someday virtual bookshelf collection. So now that I've added a collection, let's go underneath to add items. And there are 3 ways to add items in Libib. You can use the search option, which allows you to search by like ISBN number, keyword. If you have a physical barcode scanner, that's where you would connect it to scan in your books to catalog. I'm going to skip that and come back. Next up is the manual entry tab, and this is for books that are like special edition, an Owl Crate edition, or a Barnes & Noble exclusive. Books like that, or items without ISBN, EAN, or UPC numbers, this is where you would want to add them under manual entry. And last, we have CSV import, where you can import a CSV file. There are specific instructions. So click the link over here where it says instructions or import documentation. You can click that as well. Let's click it. And it will take you to the support site and show you what's all included and what you need to. Import templates right here. You can download those and fill in all your information there. A new feature that they have is force import mode. This allows you, if you have like a bunch of books that have no ISBN numbers or they're not found in the system, you can force import that information and you don't need to manually enter in each individual title like you do under a Libib basic account. So that is a new pro feature, which has saved me some time. So now we're back under CSV import, and I actually want to import a CSV file. I went over to my Goodreads account and I exported my file from Goodreads, which, if you want to know how to do that, you would just go on over to Goodreads, you would click My Books, and then there's a setting that you can click that says Import Export, and it will allow you to export your library. However, the issue is I had to import this document into Google Sheets. I know Excel can get funky sometimes and pop up instead of like your ISBN number, it gives like a formula. So that's why I always use Google Sheets. I imported it, I cleaned up the file, and now we're going to take that file from Goodreads and import it into Libib. And I'm going to select that CSV file now. The file has been selected. It says my wishlist TBR pile 2026, and then it says Goodreads library export. We're going to click the blue upload button. And now when we get to importing books with a CSV file, it says importing books, match your column headers with our import fields. And then when columns ISBN 13 and ISBN 10 are populated, Libib will use its own information where available to fill in missing metadata. And then the detailed import instructions, formatting matters. You can click that if you want. Below that is force import mode. And this allows you to import items without an ISBN 13 or 10, but it does require a title field. So if I just had a CSV file with title as the column header and then like a bunch of titles, you can import that this way. So we're gonna make sure everything is matched up. We have title, which is matched up. Next up is author. It says no match found. So we're gonna click that and we're gonna go down to creators, because instead of authors, it's creators in Libib. We have ISBN 10, 13 matched up, publisher, format, which is one of the additional fields I've created under the account. Next up, one of my columns is pages. It says no match found, but we're gonna click that and we're gonna go down to length, because instead of pages, it's length in here. And then next up we have publish. So instead of publisher, we are going to switch that to publish date, because above that is the publishing company and we have publish date. And now we are ready to import our items. So we're gonna click this blue process import button. And it says processing your import. You will receive an email once it's done. We're gonna go back to the library collection. And look, we already have 5 items that have been added to the collection. We can scroll down. This is what we got so far. Gonna go back up to the top. We're gonna hit the refresh button and oh, it looks like we have 16. So while that is working, we're gonna go back to add items and I'm gonna search for a couple more items that I didn't have in my CSV file. So first up, I'm gonna search for books using the ISBN number. I'm gonna copy and paste that, click the blue search button and results. The greatest in the world, a Tater Tales book by Ben Clanton. So that has been added. If I wanted to delete the item, I could. I could also view and edit item if I wanted to, but I'm gonna go back up here to search for books because I wanna add more books to this list. Next up, I wanna search for another book and it's Overdue by Stephanie Perkins. So I'm gonna click search and hopefully we have a displayed result. Here we go, Overdue. I can add the one published by Saturday Books, Bonnie Zafar Limited. There's also other things that have populated, other Stephanie Perkins books, but I want to go back up here and I'm going to add Overdue to my collection. And I'm going to add one more book as well. And the last book that I want to add real quick is Walk on Earth, a Stranger by Ray Carson. I think that's how you spell her last name. And it's searching, and we do have a search result found, which is Walk on Earth, a Stranger, which is what I was looking for. We're gonna add that item. And the item has been added. Also, the reason why you didn't say add item when you search by ISBN number is that it auto adds the item. So if you're searching by like keyword or author, you're going to have to click that add item to add it to the collection. Let's head back on over to library. So here's my brand new collection, books I want to read someday. Everything has now been added in and I can scroll through it and you can see what books I've added to my ever-growing like TBR pile. Like these are the books, like I don't have Frozen or Forged, but I want to get to those books. So those are on my wish list. But there's all these books that I eventually want to get to. I can also here use the batch edit feature where if I hover over the lost library, there's a little pencil icon in the top right. This is for like quick editing the item. On the bottom left is like this little bookmark and that's to indicate that the item is a book. There are different icons for the different item types. And then I can click this circle here, which will start the batch process and I can select the entire collection. And it will add all 74 items. I can add tags, call numbers, notes, group, barcodes, move, or delete if I wanted to. I'm going to exit out of this because I don't really want to add anything else to it. But I'm going to go over to the published section. So now that I'm under the publish section, I have a bunch of things I can do that Libib basic users can't do. So I can create a theme, there's settings, I can add an announcement, but I have your public site URLs. I can copy this link and share it to friends and family. Also underneath, I can select collections to publish or if I want to remove them too, but everything looks good, so let's show you my published site. Now it's been updated, here we go, we have Read in Rome. I can also add a logo right here where it says Libib, but I haven't done that quite yet. But we have 2025 books. You can view the 2026 books. I can click on them and whatnot, but I want to go to books I want to read someday. When I click that collection, you can see all the books that I was just looking at on my side on the published site. So yeah. And that way you can copy, share with your friends and family and be like, hey, these are the books I want for my birthday. This is the books I want for the holidays. Or if you want to just share with your friends of what you're reading, you can do that as well, like I have under the 2025 and 2026 books collection. And that's going to be it for today's video. That is how you can create a virtual collection, like a virtual TBR or virtual wish list within Libib if you wanted to. I'm glad I'm feeling so much more organized with not only having the books that I am buying and reading in 2026, but now I have like an actual collection. Instead of having it all on all these different websites, it's just in one account. Because I also have a different collection with all the books on my physical TBR, but it's nice to have all the anticipated releases and books I don't own yet under Libib now. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below, how do you track your virtual TBR or your physical TBR? Let me know. And anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time for a new bookish video.